lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Sharek, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Houston Texans.
On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feel. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful...
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Lloyd. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Throwing on first down. Lloyd. Over the middle, it's complete. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Johnson. Room here to run. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 49-yard yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
On for the extra point try, Andrew Mevis. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Pollard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Pollard again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jacoby Myers from 6 yards away. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lloyd got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Johnson on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Lloyd. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd and 2, Lloyd. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, Obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Lloyd. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Lloyd. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive. 2 for 2. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Come on. Hey, move it, my team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. That's pulled in at the 32. And New York set to take the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Lloyd. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Lloyd. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Now this one complete on the slant route.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A give up the middle to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants are able to move back in front.
And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Now Mevis for the PAT.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston set to take over.
And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Run the check.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This pass caught, it's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Back to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jacoby Myers. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st and 10, Lloyd firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Lloyd, it's caught by Davis. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll work down inside the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Aldridge. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Holloway. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Pollard going to try the right side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right, and this is going to be incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, Johnson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Lloyd. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. On the return, Johnson. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard, 55 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
So I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lloyd. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. To throw on 2nd down, Lloyd finding Harris on back-to-back plays. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Again, it's Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lloyd. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's the 2nd and 7. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Schaefer. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Five yards remain on second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. And he'll just get rid of it. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This will get the lead up to 7. Sly able to put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun. Lloyd looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Pollard. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Giants. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Lloyd gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Lloyd. It's caught on the right side, Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 112 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get?
and he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Lloyd. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Operating from the gun, Lloyd. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Open man is Myers. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Cooks on the quick slant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Here's the option going right. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now back to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Texans send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg, Lloyd. This is Robinson. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Looking to throw. Lloyd sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run the draw here with Robinson, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the draw, Robinson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Lloyd. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. To throw on 3rd down. Lloyd. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.